We just got done with the Virginia duels. A little bit of a disappointing results, but in the same sense, at this time we currently have 5 guys on our starting lineup, 2 that won't be returning. They're medically redshirted at this point. So it's been one of those years for us. And as a coach, this has never happened to me in my 12 years as far as coaching as a head coach. It's been a little bit frustrating, but I think ultimately you have to just sit back and realize that these are injuries. I don't believe these injuries are from lack of training or overtraining. I think really if you look at each one individually, they're just freak injuries. We have a kid that broke his hand, had surgery. We had a kid that needs shoulder surgery. We had a kid that has a tumor on his neck that had to be removed, and because of it, it's because of where it was located, he's actually done for the rest of the year. We had a kid that's on his third knee surgery of this year just because it won't get right, to put it simple. So they've been injuries that really, for the most part, that just happen. And but moving forward, we're hoping to get some guys healthy for this weekend against OU. As everyone knows, OU's our big rival. They're our big in-state rival and also MAC rival. I remember my second year here, and I think we were like 5-14, and I felt the season was pretty successful just because we upset OU. And I don't know going into it if we're the underdog. I would probably think we are just because of who's wrestling who. But I still think we have a chance to win this duel, and I think that's the important thing. And you have to look at each guy individually. On one good note, we are getting back Ian Miller. He will be wrestling on Friday and also on Sunday. Besides that, we'll pretty much use a little bit of a makeshift lineup in the upper weights. Valant, Spawn, and Charlie Keenan will take care of the 74 and 84. 197 heavy will be the same guys that we've had the whole year. 165, Buck Walter will be wrestling for us. And in the bottom weight class, or the bottom weights, we're doing pretty well with the guys we have with Delvinus, Mac, and then Tyler Small and De Palma. I think right now the big question that everyone asks me is, how's De Palma doing? Is he hurt? Is he injured? Right now, Mike's just going through a little bit of the funk, and I think for him, it's kind of built into where it's at right now, and hopefully we're getting him through it. And that might sound weird if you look at some of the results, but he's having real good practices. He's doing well at the beginning of competitions. He's just actually losing confidence in himself somewhere in each match, and a bad thing happens. I think we're getting through that in practices. Now we just need it to translate into the matches. He did have surgery over the summer, and people are asking, well, does that have to do with it? And I think his surgery is fine. Everything's good there. It's just a matter of getting his confidence back to where it needs to be successful. And if you really, really look at our team and us being successful, he's had a lot to do with it. When we win and do well, he usually wins. When we lose as a dual meet, he usually loses. So I think right now, Mike De Palma is the key for us, and we're always trying to get him to win. Ultimately, we're looking to have a great crowd on Friday against OU, hoping everyone can come out. If we can get 2,000-3,000 people in the stands, it's great for wrestling and great for Kent State wrestling. So I'm looking forward to seeing you. Thanks, and look forward to talking to you next week.